Hello everyone, it's Suzanne here from Baby Bunting Nursery, and I thought I'd just come back to visit you, or for you to visit me I guess, and just to do a quick video to show you what Lottie's wearing today and to give you a weather report because it's been so drastic around here lately. But before I get on to that, let me just say it's Wednesday afternoon at 6 o'clock and I worked last night, so I've had a sleep and I'm awake, sort of awake, and so I thought I would love to come and say hello to you. Let me just move this a little tiny bit because it always adjusts itself after I turn on the camera. There we go, that's a little bit better, isn't it? So guess what everybody, it's a very cool day today. The sky's grey and we've only had a maximum of 25 degrees. Now that's Celsius, so that might sound warm to lots of you, but trust me, it feels so cool and pleasant. There's a lovely breeze blowing in. Oh, it's heavenly compared to what we've had. When my grandchildren came to visit on Sunday, it was actually, we reached a maximum in Sydney of 47.3 degrees Celsius, and that is just under the record that is the record since 1939 when it reached 47.7, so it was virtually the same. Luckily my house wasn't that hot. Where I lived wasn't quite that hot. It was probably only about, I'd say it was about 40 degrees. Well, that's very hot, and it was revolting. But the children came and we had a great time. We really did. We played inside, not outside, and I gave them dinner and tucked them to bed, and they went fast asleep. And then there was a bit of thunder and lightning in the night and early morning, but it didn't wake them. And they both woke up at 6 the next morning, which was Monday morning. So we all got up and we sat and watched telly for a little while until they were hungry. And I gave them special breakfast with that rubbish cereal that I bought. I actually bought 2 rubbish cereals so they could choose. I bought Cocoa Pops and I bought another cereal that I'd never tried called Milo cereal. So they each had a bit of both, and that was really good fun. And then they decided it was time to hit the shops. They wanted some new toys, so we went to the local shops about 9:30, I suppose it was, by the time we got there. And we walked around for 2 hours, and they chose, well, it was really the big one, my biggest grandson of this family, who is 8. And he was very particular what he wanted, so it took a while for him to find something. His little sister was very easy to please. She found her treats easily. So we did that, and then we were going to have ice cream, but I got a call from my other daughter to say that they were on their way over to my house because they'd picked up a chest of drawers that I'd bought secondhand on our local selling site called Gumtree. And so they were bringing them over. So that was very exciting. So the cousins all played together, 4 of them, and I had spent time with everybody, with my daughter and her husband, and all had a great lunch together, and the children raced around and played so happily. The cousins loved getting together. So that was really a lovely way to spend the day. We did let them outside a little bit. It was still very hot, but not as bad as the day before. But still like, I don't know, 38 degrees or something like that. It was still boiling. And I've got like a swing set outside and a slippery dip. So they do like to go and play out there, but we didn't leave them out there for too long. And yeah, so that was really nice. And then probably about 5:30, everybody sort of headed for home. And yeah, so now I've got this new chest of drawers, and I'm going to sell my cot, which is sort of a bittersweet thing to have to do. There probably won't be any more grandchildren, and if there are, it would be a year or 2 down the track anyway. And so I thought, well, it's taking up an awful lot of room, and all I really use it for now is to put like blankets and the baby's toys in there. So I thought that's a bit of a waste of space, really. So I got this gorgeous chest of drawers, really big, wide, and just brilliant. I can't wait to set it all up. So at the weekend, my children are coming over and we're going to dismantle the cot. I've taken photographs of it, so we have to make it all into flat pieces. You know how they always come apart. And then I can get the new chest of drawers in place and have all the fun of setting them up. I'm really excited about that. So that'll be really good. In the meantime, the chest of drawers is sitting in my hallway. It looks lovely, but it's a bit odd in the hallway. But never mind, I can wait a few days. And I am just planning how to set it up. It's so much fun. I love thinking about where everything's going to go. And I'm sure it won't be big enough in the long run, but it is an IKEA chest of drawers, and I can still get the extra parts for it, so I can add drawers to the top of it. So I'll probably end up doing that. I think that's what will happen. But anyway, shall I tell you about what Lottie's wearing today? So she's in a it's actually a two-piece outfit, and it's a white bodysuit. My brain never works very well on Wednesdays. Well, probably never works very well any time, but Wednesdays it's even a bit worse. So she's wearing a white bodysuit with little puff sleeves and a very delicate blue picot edge around the frill on the sleeves. And this bodysuit has a beautiful ruffled collar, which is white with a blue picot edge. But there's pictures of all different sorts of bicycles, push bikes on it. And she's got matching bloomers that go over the top. And they're very cute. You might be able to see the bikes on that a bit better than you can on the ruffle. The little bloomers have 3 buttons on either side of the front to get them on and off, but I just pulled them up over her legs. I didn't have to undo any buttons, which is a bonus, isn't it? So that's what she's wearing now. The brand is called Isabella Baby Wear, and it's only 1 month size. It fits her really well. I don't even know why I bought them. I think they were probably on super sale somewhere, and even though at the time I didn't have a 1 month size baby, I just got them. And luckily they fit Lottie, so that's perfect. And I love this little set. It looks so fresh on her. She's got her little bunny back. It's just sitting next to her, well, sort of in the crook of her arm. She's not holding it this time. And she's got bare feet as well. And still her little pink bow in her hair, because I thought it looked cute. I'll have to make her some other ones, won't I? Some maybe little power blue ones, which would be good fun. So I'll do that at some point. So I think that might be all I had to tell you. I've told you about the diabolical weather, which was just, like so horrible. You just melted every time you moved. It was fine if you sat still and maybe under a fan or something like that. But as soon as you moved and did anything, it was just ghastly. But it's over now, and it's a lovely normal day today. And I think it's going to be normal for a few days. We're even going to have some more rain. We had a little bit this morning. So it's all good and it's all lovely, and it's just such a relief. Such a relief. And I think that might be all I have to say. Let me just think about that. Yes, I've told you about the visit with the grandchildren, which was actually great fun. Loved it, absolutely loved it. They're so sweet, I could just eat them. I just wanted to keep kissing them all the time. They'd just say, "Oh, Nana." But I can't help myself. They're just so kissable. And when 4 of them were together on Monday, it was just wonderful. They just played and played and played. And so we got to do what we needed to do, which was organise the drawers, and forgotten what else we did. Probably did other things, but maybe just talked. Yeah, probably just talked. So it was lovely. I had a lovely visit with them. And so thank you very much for coming back to visit Lottie and me. You're very welcome. And I hope that, I know I didn't offer you a cup of tea, but how about I do that now? I'll make you any cup of tea or coffee that you would fancy. I should have done that at the beginning, and then you could have been drinking it while we were talking. But hopefully you've had one at your house. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to visit us. And I'll see you in a couple of days, or who knows when, whenever the mood strikes me. So thank you, everyone, for coming back, and just remember to take care and be kind to each other. Bye-bye.